Hey guys, it's Steven here. How you all doing? Let me just get the scroll at the bottom right because it isn't right at the moment. But yeah, you've seen the team now. And he should be joining us any second at the bottom. There we go. Manchester City play West Ham. Hopefully you're seeing me live and clear. If you are seeing me, let me know. Look at that. I've just got out of the shower. I look absolutely terrible. But yeah, there's the team scrolling across the bottom there. And if you can see me, you can hear me loud and clear, please do let me know because I've not done a live stream in a while. But anyway, hope you're all well. Manchester City play West Ham soon. And it's going to be very, very interesting, isn't it? The stream is now hopefully live. You can see this starting 11 scrolling across the bottom. There's a couple of changes which I wasn't personally expecting. Otamendi getting a start for one over John Stones. Stones has been in impeccable form, as we all know, but I guess Otamendi's a very good player who does need some game time. So fair play. That's Otamendi and Laporte is a more than good enough centre-back partnership there. And obviously as well, Delph comes in there for Mendy, which is probably expected. And also Sterling and Sane either side of Aguero, and obviously it was Gundogan alongside David Silva and Fernandinho. But what I say hi to a few people joining in at the moment. Let me get the comments. Where are the comments? Let me find them right here. Hello to Aruli Mancunian. Hello to Stefano. Jack. Taha, why are you not going to stadium? Taha, I don't tend to get to London away games because it's just too far and I can't really afford it, if I'm being honest. You're fine, mate. Sound good. Thank you very much. Hello to everyone there. And hello to Van Hooligan saying, are you confident today, Stephen? Van Hooligan, I'm very confident. I can't wait for this game. It's hard not to be confident these days. Charles there saying, hi, I'm your biggest fan of Esteemed Company. Love you, Stephen. Thank you very much. Though Nicola would probably disagree with that, Charles. She claims to be my biggest fan there. But it's good to see you all. It's good to see all the kind of confidence in the comments as well. Do let me know your score prediction. My score prediction was 4-0, and now I'm a little bit nervous about that prediction because it sounds very optimistic, doesn't it? But it could be 4-0. Who knows how it's going to go down? But Delph, it's good to see him back in playing football, left back. He was fantastic for England in the holding midfield role. It would have been nice to see him maybe back up for Fernandinho there, given the fact that Fernandinho will need a rest at some point. But Delph, last season we saw how good he was left back, and it's no surprise as well for me that Sane is starting ahead of Delph. I did say the last video last night I can see Sane playing because of how well he linked up with Delph last season, and it seems to make sense. I thought Mahrez was going to start this, I'm not going to lie, but Sterling there, I'm happy with that as well, because Sterling is a phenomenal player. I can see why Otamendi's playing. If there's ever going to be a game you can play him away at West Ham against Arnautovic, a very physical striker. I've actually not even seen the West Ham team. I presume Arnautovic is playing, so it would make a lot of sense why he would have done it. Let's have a look at the West Ham team. I've not seen that yet. Fabianski, Captain Pablo Zabaleta, how nice is that? Diop, Babuena, Masiaku, Diangana, the very talented Declan Rice, the guy everyone's talking at the moment, Obiang, Felipe Anderson, Antonio and Nautovic. So they've got a few players there that we have to be careful. Antonio loves a goal, back post header. Felipe Anderson, a good winger. Nautovic has got a goal in him too as well. He's definitely coming to his own, Nautovic, at the moment. And we've got Zabaleta there as well, who would obviously be willing to give his all in this game. So it's not going to be straightforward as you think it'll be. But, you know, let's see what the predictions are. Got Arkansas J saying 4-1. Dexter Mendoza. Dexter, I love your name, mate. 3-1 to City. MRG saying 3-1 as well. Let's have a look. Atatard said their front three scare me. Yeah, it's got a little bit. But as Assad just pointed out then, Sane against Zaba. I love you, Pablo, but that is going to be very, very difficult for Zaba there, because you've got someone who's all ferocity and passion and Zaba, and then you've got the pace of Leroy Sane. It's terrifying, isn't it? So let's run through that team one more time anyway. We've got obviously Edison in goal, and the back four kind of was predictable really, other than Otamendi jumping in there, like Laporte, Walker and Delph either side of Otamendi, and then you've got Fernandinho holding as ever, as he always does, with David Silva and Gundogan, our two fit senior midfielders there, attacking midfielders, obviously Foden, but you know what I'm saying with that, senior ones. Then you've got probably what many people see as our strongest front three, Aguero, Sterling and Sane. The bench as well. We've got Zinchenko on there, obviously, now the backup left-back of choice. Foden's on there as well. Muric, another kid on there, obviously, of course. And Kompany. Then you've got Mahrez to come in, and we need him as well. And it's a very strong bench, if we're being honest. Arjun Rao said, never seen a better dancer than Pep. I'm loving Pep's dancing, that video. It's gone around Twitter. Have you seen that? Thank you for the donation there, Arjun, as well. Very kind of you, mate. Pep doing all his little kind of... I love it. His dances as bad as I do, so I enjoy that. If you haven't seen that as well, by the way, search it on Twitter somewhere, because bloody brilliant. It's Pep like 20 years ago dancing away. But anyway, I digress. Jack, thank you very much. I'm not going to say that out loud, Jack, because I know what you're trying to do there, but I have been actually ill. So, yeah, good to see. Anyway, as well, by the way, do you like this cup I got sent? I just thought I'd show you this cup here. It's Man City Champions Cup. It's nice, isn't it? I got sent this by City, actually, and they told me you can have it for free, a City Champions Cup if you want, if you put a link in the description. So if you want a Christmas present for someone, Man City Champions mug, it's on there, it's on Amazon somewhere. It's probably got some money off it now as well for Black Friday or whatever. But yeah, there you go. So if you want a Man City mug, I've got my tea in there. There we go. So you got a Man City mug, get in the link in the description. It's not actually affiliate track, so I don't get anything from it, but I thought I just got a free mug, so there we go. Citizen Skade saying Pep has too much sauce. He does have too much sauce, and he's a fashion icon. Anyway, guys, looking forward to this game. I'm a little bit I said 4-0 yesterday. I'm starting to think West Ham will probably score. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling we're going to score today. And Arnautovic is the kind of guy who has a big game against us. So fingers crossed, we'll actually kind of, rein him in a little bit. He's a very good player. Jack Madigan, thank you very much for your, is it $2 Australian? $2.99? Thank you very much, Jack. And I love you too, loads. You're an absolute hero, mate. Thank you very, very much. Jason wants me to live stream the game. I don't think I'll live stream reaction, maybe, Jason. I always like to do a more considered video than a live stream because comments get distracting. So after a game, I like to do proper sit and think about it and kind of concise thoughts. So maybe I'll do a live stream reaction. Maybe I'll just, do normal. So just ask what microphone I'm using. I'm using a Raspberry Pi, it's called. It's by Blue Microphones. It's called Raspberry. It's lovely. Good sound. Big Daddy as well. DC, Big Daddy 14. Lone Watch. Yeah. The reason I haven't done a Lone Watch for a while, Big Daddy, is because... Big Daddy, I can't believe I'm saying that on a video. It's because I've not been following the... there's so many of them. I've not had time to follow them, if I'm being honest. But I'll try and do a little bit of a review for you. I'll see how they're getting on. Even if it's just a sentence or two on all of them, I'll do it at some point for you, mate. I promise you. Okay? I will do it. I guarantee you. Maybe during the next international break. As Nathan's just pointed out, they did beat United 3-1, so West Ham do have players that can go forward. Philippe Anderson in particular is a very skillful winger, so he's the kind of player you've got to keep an eye on because he can cause trouble. Declan Rice is a really powerful kind of box-to-box midfield as well. I like the look of him. He seems like a really good player, so they have got players that can do something in a one-off game. They held Chelsea as well at one point, so I'm sure they'll be really, really well drilled. WSSC Soccer Skill said, where is Bernardo? Bernardo's actually injured, mate. It's only a minor knock, but he does have an injury at the moment. Fingers crossed he'll be back for the midweek Champions League game. It's just a minor knock, don't worry about it too much. Though it does raise the point about Foden there. We've only got Foden as a backup attacking midfielder as it stands. And given the fact that Bernardo's still touch and go for the Champions League game midweek, maybe we'll see Silva, most likely Silva, or Gundogan taking off for a bit of a longer rest at some point during this game, especially if we are comfortable. Fingers crossed if we are comfortable. Now we could see Foden get at least half an hour. That would be nice because he's very close to a start. He was really good once again for the under-21s the other day. Someone just asked me about the under-18s this morning. I didn't see it, Harry, unfortunately. Couldn't get to United's training ground for that. And no one streamed it anywhere, so I wasn't able to watch it. But 3-0 looked like a good game there with Cole Palmer and a couple for Fiorini as well. So it would have been good. People are asking as well. A lot of people asking about the Brahim stuff. Do you know what? I'll do a proper video on the Brahim contract stuff because I feel it needs a real discussion, a real long-form discussion, and I kind of understand where it's coming from. Long and short of it, I think Brahim is probably going to be a goner, unfortunately. I can understand it as well. It's a very kind of too long didn't read version of my opinions on the Brahim thing. So maybe I'll do a proper video on it next week, a real in-depth one after the Champions League game. I'll find a day where I've got nothing on. And also, what I just say thank you as well for all the support recently. I am going to be doing more videos. I kind of realised recently how lucky I am to have this channel. And also, I'm starting a radio show soon because of this channel. So it gives me opportunities like this to talk to you guys. So I'll be doing more videos. I'm going to take it more serious because one day, I'd love it if I could actually focus on this as some kind of job. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? So once again, thank you for all the support. Stones or Laporte, Charles, both. I'm going to take both. I can't really split them. Even time can barely split them. There's only one day in between them in terms of birth. They were born essentially hours apart. I love that fact. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Tongue-tied. I think it's absolutely fascinating. Matthew's just asked, what time are you working on Access Manchester so we can tune in? Access Manchester, Matthew, will be on Monday nights from the 3rd of December onwards on 6 till 7 or 7 till 8. I'm not sure yet. Maybe 7 till 8 for an hour so you can listen and you can ring in and ask me questions and shit like that as well. It'll be fun. And I agree with Chief Raider saying hit that like button. Do hit that like button and do subscribe if you're watching this live stream for the first time. I'm Stephen. If you are new to this channel, I'd make Manchester City videos, as you all know. But what do you all think of that team anyway? Let me know in the comments what you make of that team. I think it's a pretty good team. we've got such a strong squad these days that we can't really get it wrong. It's interesting as well, by the way, no Danilo, so I guess he's still got a problem here or there. Obviously, Mendy, 10 to 12 weeks out, which is a pain in the arse, but it'll happen. Bernardo as well, not there, but even then, the bench is still exceptionally strong. Nemacha is a good striker, Robbie. Robbie there saying Nemacha's a brilliant striker, but he's on loan at Preston. I think he's scored yet, but they're really impressed with his overall attitude, so fingers crossed he gets off the mark, and we'll see the goals tumbling in there. Octav said, are you still following the academy players? I keep an eye on it, but I've not been able to go to as many games as I want to, just for various reasons, and it's been a little bit harder to get to them and just stuff and whatever. So not as much as I used to, but I still know what's going on. I still know who the players are, and I still keep an eye on as much as I can do. So yeah, Mahrez out of 11. He's a fantastic player, Mahrez. You can't really rate him out of 11. Placement for Mendy in the summer or backup, I don't know, Assad, but we are actually after a left back. I know that City are on the market for a left back. So just to saying that, it's going to be interesting summer in terms of signing left back, in my opinion, and maybe defensive midfielder. So once again, by the way, Champions mug. I got this sent by City. Thank you, City. If you want one, in the description below. So go and get one of them. Nathan said, what is your thoughts on Pep saying we won't sign anyone in January? Nathan, I don't know. Pep also at one point made it out like he wouldn't sign Laporte and he went back for him. So it might not happen, but we might. You know, I kind of take managers. I don't really tend to think they're always. They kind of hide the truth a little bit because, you know, if they say we are going to sign someone, it adds another 15-20 million onto the value. So I don't know. It might be true, but we might also end up signing someone. Who knows? You never know. We pretty much denied interest in Sanchez for a long time. Then it came close that we were going to do it. So who knows? We might someone, we might not. But either way, our squad, in my opinion, is strong enough. The only question mark, obviously, is over Fernandinho's fitness. He needs some rest at some point. So hopefully, when Mendy's back, we can see Delph give him a rest, Delph give Fernandinho a rest, or even Zinchenko. I saw Zinchenko playing midweek for Ukraine in the number 6 role, and he was really good. I mean, it's only the highlights I saw on Twitter, of course, like we all do, but he looked fantastic in my personal opinion. Mihir Benny Puri, hope I got your name right there, mate. Sorry. Did you see Gomez coming in the Premier League or Champions League anytime soon? Not personally. I think he's got a little bit to do, so fingers crossed he improves his worth in the EDS. Shay asked, do we think we have the quality to win the Champions League? Yeah, I think we have the quality. We just require a little bit of luck, which we didn't really get last season. I'm not going to moan about it too much. We did get some bad decisions against us, and maybe we didn't perform well as we should at some points, but you need a bit of luck, and I think a little bit of luck and a little bit of focus. We definitely have the quality, though. Of course we have the quality. We have the quality to beat anyone in the world, so we definitely do. Fingers crossed we do it as well. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But that's the team. Let's run through it one more time. We've got Ederson in goal. No surprises there. Kyle Walker right back. No surprises there. Delph at left back. Pretty much the obvious step in there for Mendy. And then we've got Laporte, who seems to be an ever-present, always playing because he's that good. And Otamendi alongside him, obviously someone brought in to deal with the physicality of Arnautovic. I'm not saying Stones couldn't, but I reckon it's a good game for that kind of thing. There'll be a few crosses being thrown in, I reckon, today. So you've got Otamendi and Laporte there. Fernandinho, David Silva and Gundogan kind of picks itself, given the fact that there's no other midfielders. De Bruyne and Bernardo both one's got an injury, one's got a knock, and Foden's probably a little bit too raw still to be guaranteed a Premier League start, especially away from home at the Olympic Stadium. So that midfield kind of picks itself there, and then it's our strongest front three. I like that front three. It's a good one in my personal opinion. It's got everything we need going forward, so I like that front three. It's probably our strongest. And then the bench as well. There's some interesting options there. Obviously, Stones drops to the bench. You've got Kompany on the bench as well. So we've got our centre-back options covered perfectly. Wouldn't be surprised to see Stones, by the way, come on. For Fernandinho at some point if we are comfortable. Then we've got Mahrez as well. I just noticed I spelled Mahrez wrong, by the way. I'm surprised no one hasn't picked that up. You know, in the scrolling bit at the bottom, I put Mahrez instead of Mahrez. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, Riyadh. Then we've got Foden as well. Hopefully we'll see him for half an hour today. My score prediction, Bertinho is 4-0, but I'm considering changing that to 4-1. 3-1. I don't know. I think we'll win now. I think we'll win. I think we've got too much about us, too much confidence at the moment. West Ham are a gritty team. They're kind of up and down. 1 minute really good, 1 minute really bad. They've actually only won one of the last 6, and that was Burnley. A Burnley team that are struggling big time at the moment. And in general, they're not in great form, losing a few games. They're not a terrible team. The team's still trying to find identity into Pellegrini, but we should be able to beat them, really. Let's be honest, given the quality that we've had so far. Then we've got to keep an eye on the games. Liverpool. Hopefully Liverpool will drop some points against Watford. I can't see it happening, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? We could actually pull a gap away at some point, because they're keeping on to us. A fair play to them. They're following us, and they're doing all right as well. So, yeah. Anyway, let me read a few more comments. Does Nico leave at the end of the season? Otamendi could leave at the end of the season. Depends, but we'll see who comes through at that point. Fingers crossed we have some suitable replacement if he does. He might not. He might do. A lot can change in a few months, as we all know. When is De Bruyne back from injury? Allegedly around Christmas, Robbie. Fingers crossed. You never know. Tufik said, what about Mercato? No news from MC? What? I don't understand you, mate. Will we see Foden against Leon? Possibly. Elliot, I think it's possible. We could do. Lewis said, how do you watch the game? I'll be... definitely not dodgy illegal means. Definitely not that. So I'll be finding a link somewhere, probably online. I'm not at the game. I don't tend to get to many away games, biblical. I just don't. I can't really afford to. And also, I have no one to go with. I know it sounds really sad, but yeah, it's true. I actually don't. So I tend to just watch the away games, save the money, and go to the home games. Thoughts on possible a stadium expansion? I guess if they're going to do it, they'll know it's because it's worth it, I guess. I mean, I don't feel they see the need personally, but yeah, if they'll do it, it's because there's a demand for it. I know it sounds crazy given the whole empty stuff, but they'll find a way to fill it, I'm sure, with cheap tickets and something like that. And you know what? Sometimes that whole adage of if they build it, they will come is kind of true. So we'll see. Fingers crossed they make some more cheap seats if they actually do that. People saying Mercato news. I don't know what Mercato news means. Sorry about that. Thoughts on Rabbi Matondo. The true man, Rabbi is a very good player. Really skillful, direct little winger. I'm not sure he's quite ready for the first team squad yet personally, but he's got pace for days, very skillful. And he's very much impossible to get stopped once he gets going. So I really like Rabbi Matondo. Possibly a loan next season, I reckon, beckons for him. And well done in getting on the Wales squad alongside Matt Smith, who's on loan at FC20 at the moment. Very good player, but not sure he's quite ready for Manchester City's first team yet, but he's a good player. And he wouldn't let us down as well if he came on. But he's probably got the hardest position to get into the City team at the moment in terms of wingers and out wide, because we're just absolute chock full of world-class players there. Do you think hesitation to signings in January are due to financial fair play links? I don't think so personally. I think we don't really care to an extent. I think we've got UEFA where we want them on that front. I think that we know exactly what's going on there. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. And I think it's more a case we'll sign someone when we need to. Until it's a problem, I don't think City will treat it as a problem. I don't think it's a problem at the moment. I think UEFA are just kind of bluffing and saying what they're meant to be saying, but I don't think they'll do anything about it. I think it'll actually all die down and disappear, personally. Lordwin doesn't like the lineup. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I think it's a good enough lineup, personally, but it's kind of been pushed a little bit, that lineup, so it should be all right. Mangala, when will be sold? No one knows, Dennis. He's here forever. God knows what Mangala is just hanging about. Brahim's future, as I mentioned earlier, I'll do a video on that this week, but he's probably going to leave, let's be honest. What kit are we in? I don't know. That's something we'll find out in about 40 minutes. I'd guess maybe the away, probably not the away one. Maybe the third kit, I would guess. But who knows? Because they all clash. We should be in the home kit. That's the one that clashes the least, I reckon. Maybe the home kit. Mangala is just not good enough here. He's not unfit. Maybe he's unfit. He's also just not good enough to be anywhere near the squad. So I reckon he's just... he's recovering from a broken leg or something like that, isn't he? So he'll go in January, most likely. Nicola, hello. Nicola's just joined in as well. Say hello to Nicola, everyone, in the comments. She's there, moderating away with a little kind of screwdriver moderator symbol. Anyway, do you go to the stadium? I'm not going to the away one. I go to the Etihad often, of course. I'm lifelong Man City fan. I've been God knows how many times, but yeah. A lot of people are surprised that Stones isn't playing. Yeah, of course, but you know, I think we can have to rotate every now and then. Sometimes you have to rotate players because sometimes you need to give a players rests, and Otamendi is more than good enough alongside Laporte. So that's the one I would rather have Otamendi alongside Laporte as opposed to Stones alongside Otamendi. If that makes sense. Anyway. Do you think we're stronger this year? I think we are definitely stronger this year, anti-troll. I think we're just a more organised team and more aware tactically. And also got a stronger squad, so yeah, definitely. Jack Clark as well, saying Sancho back to City in the future. I don't know. Sancho's phenomenal, but I think that may have sailed. I can see him going Real Madrid at some point, honestly. I think he's the kind of person that I can see Real Madrid going for. And definitely biblical, it's a screwdriver, it's a spanner. You're right, I don't know, I'm too busy. When you're talking on a live stream, you try and do like 3 things at once, making sure the stream's okay, you're making sure the comments and your words get mangled. It's quite a hard thing to do. Nicola is saying I'm not a DIY man, but I'm such a handy man. I get a lot of stuff done, and she knows that's true, so she can... I'm very creative with my DIY stuff. Lordwin, that question, who is this Darko kid? It sounds crazy. It sounds like you're nearly going racist, but I know you're not because it's a kid called Darko. So if you're wondering what Lordwin's saying there, he's actually a player. I don't know much about him, but he's meant to be really good. But he's a kid, so I have never heard of him. But who knows? We've also have someone called Oscar Bob, which is a great name as well from Norway. So we're always signing these wonder kids from teams around 15 or whatever, but we'll see. B Britain still wants to try Zinchenko midfield. So do I. And someone said, have you got Instagram? Yeah, it's /Stephen McInerney. You find it on my Twitter if you want to on the top pin. But yeah, I want to see Zinchenko in midfield too. He's a very good player. He's always been a midfielder as well. So that's actually his natural home. So fingers crossed he gets to see Zinchenko play there and show what he's about, because he came as an attacking midfielder, ended up as left back, and now he's slowly getting into midfield again for Ukraine. He's such a technically gifted player and getting better, so fingers crossed we get a chance to see him there. Braden saying, absolutely love your content, mate. Been here since Bloom Rising. Keep it up, man. Braden, thank you very much, honestly. You're a lifesaver, and I really, really appreciate that comment, because it's very nice. A lot of people have been watching for a long time, so if you've been watching since the Bloom Rising days, by the way, let me know. Any old-term subscribers here, let me know in the comments how long you've been watching these videos for. I started this in September 2016, so that'll be interesting to know, won't it? Someone just shouted Turkey. Good for you, Biblical. Good for you indeed. Daryl said, nice to see you doing live vlogs. Keep it up, Steve. Watching you in a bar in Valencia, waiting for the game. Daryl's in Valencia. I'm in Manchester, and it's not that as warm as Valencia, I'm going to guess. Daryl, let me know what Valencia's like at this time of year. I'm sure it's lovely. Tommy saying, do you think Raheem Sterling can become a legend here? Well, Tommy, if he keeps scoring 20-odd goals a season, keeps winning trophies, then damn right you can. Raheem's a fantastic player and very at home, Manchester City, which is really, really nice, isn't it? Jay Turner saying, would you have started Foden? Well, I would, because that's what I do. I like playing the academy lads, but I don't think I'd be right for that either. I think starting his first Premier League game away from home would be a bit too much personally. I would start him at a home game when there's a little bit less pressure personally, but yeah, so I wouldn't start him away, but I'd definitely bring him on for a long time at this point in this game. Loads of people saying they remember the Blue Moon days. I do remember the drunk live streams as well. They were very embarrassing. So MD Mustafa, been watching for 2 years. Iank, yeah, same. Loads of people saying they've been watching for a while. Thank you very much. No, Lordwin, I wasn't saying you were being racist, don't worry. I'm just saying it looks like you were because of the word Darko, but you know, but anyway. And Young saying it's bloody freezing in Manchester. It bloody is freezing. Oh, I'm getting the Turkey stuff. Sorry. Right, anyway, if you're watching this video now, it makes absolutely no sense because the comments are going off in loads of different directions at the moment. Once again, a little plug for this little mug. Thank you for sending it. I'm using it as a chance to drink tea when I did plug this mug. In the description below, if you want an easy Christmas present for someone. Champions 17-18 mug. Nicola, where is Nicola? She's actually in the room over there. She was playing Red Dead Redemption on that TV over there, but then she's got a bit of a cough, so she thought to go in the next room. She's in the bedroom, sat typing away on the laptop. Yeah, Asger, I miss the olden days as well. Especially Walter. Walter's a great guy, and I still chat to him in WhatsApp groups every now and then. For what you know, the Bleeding Horizon stuff was nothing to do with any of us. It kind of just got cancelled by the owners, and they sold the rights to it, and none of us could do anything about it. Shame, but that was live, so some of us stepped away from football videos, and some of us started it, like myself, so that's just how it is. Good old days, though. Yeah, they were the best days, really. Thoughts on Nasri? Yusuke, that's a good question. Nasri is a fantastic footballer, just not quite right up there, but on his day, he's brilliant, and it doesn't surprise me at all that Pellegrini is going in for him because he's a very good footballer. You just don't know where you get with him because he's not played for so long now because of his drug ban. I wish him well. You know, fingers crossed he'll do really well at West Ham if he does go there, so yeah. Prime Kompany versus current Laporte. Martin, it's no question for me. It's definitely Prime Kompany. Prime Kompany was the best... he was the best centre-back in the world, in my personal opinion. Laporte's fantastic, but he will have that leadership that Kompany does. Maybe he'll be as good a player one day, but he'll never have that leadership, so definitely won't do. Okay, I'm gonna put that guy in timeout because he's an idiot, putting all these spam comments on here. What's he doing? What's he doing? A lot of people saying send me the mug. You can buy one below. I got sent it for free. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a blagger. I like free stuff. Send me free stuff, anyone. I'm kidding. Companies send me free stuff. Companies don't send me free stuff because I haven't got enough subscriptions. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll get some free stuff and it'll be nice. It'll be really good. Someone said Jack Clark, Adebayor future at City, considering his form at West Brom. I'm not sure he'll play for City in the first team personally, Jack. But he's definitely going to do well for himself at some point. It's nice to see him finally get some game time at a team because he needs that. He needs to learn how to defend and get experience. He's played like barely 15 games and he's 21, but he's getting it now, so fair enough. And it's happy for him as well because he's a good player. Maybe he'll be one of those players who stays in the Championship for a couple of years and eventually around 24 comes back to the Premier League and does eventually start to kind of stamp his own authority on the game because he's learning that now, so fingers crossed. Nicola, do not start that on this live stream. Daryl's an old git. He's been watching since Blue Horizon. I'm an old git too, Daryl, so welcome to the club. Any City players on your fantasy team? I don't do fantasy football, Dale. If there was, there'd be quite a lot in there. Probably David Silva for one. Probably, I don't know, maybe Sane and Aguero or something like that. But I don't do fantasy football because I can never be arsed. Declan Rice, what's your thoughts on him? I've not seen loads of him, but the bits I've seen, he looks good, doesn't he? Really dynamic midfielder, and we'll see a bit of him today. A lot of people saying he's got a bit of a kind of Fernandinho vibe to his game, so we'll see. So fingers crossed we get to see what he's like today, but not too good, hopefully. But Declan Rice seems a really promising player. West Ham do have a tendency to get some good young players out of their academy, so he looks like to be another one. Fingers crossed he's as good as he say he is, but not today. That would be nice. Will Sandler be loaned? I'm laughing at the comments for Nicola already starting the ring stuff. She's like that all the time. Will Sandler be loaned? Probably will be loaned. He's no way got a chance. He's getting the first team at the moment. So fingers crossed he gets a loan. Someone good. I'm sure he'll go in January probably. Now he's got back. Now he's got back to fitness. I agree with Biblical there. Onion rings. Yeah, onion rings are good instead of free rings. How's that one sound? I like onion rings too. And she wants a real ring, but she wants us in onion rings as well. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm just going to have some food before the game starts. It's been going on for half an hour, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button as ever. And guys, you're all absolutely mint. Go watch the preview from yesterday's game if you want to. Yesterday's video yesterday, it's more of a concise preview than this live waffle of a video. But there'll be a match reaction immediately after. So by 6 o'clock, there'll be a match reaction video up there. So anyway, guys, I'm off. Have a good game. Enjoy it. And fingers crossed City will win. In a bit.